April 2018. At the time, me and my mother was in the library. My mother said to me, Andrew, did the machines bring me to see my family? I stared at my mom because the family thinks that I came to New York City from that I left Florida to go to New York City to visit Jose at her funeral. That's why I'm asking you if the machines bring me here to see the family. So my mom, back in June or July of 2017, had mentioned to me that I didn't want Nadine, which is the cousin that she bumped into more than one time, right? I had talked about Nadine, right? Back in February 2017. Nadine was living in Florida, but me and my mom didn't know that. Me and my mom been living in Florida for 5 years. Well, at that time, it was 4 years. But 5 years, 5 years and 6 months. Me and my mom and sister been living in Florida for five years and 6 months. Right? We've been living here that long, and yeah, we never run into our family. But it's only until that summer of 2016 where my mom was at the time. My mom she works at Popeyes, and she worked at that Waffle House. So she walks to her job, and my mom said that she thought that she saw the cousin going inside the building. She said, Andrew, I could have swore that my cousin was going inside a building. So the next following time was, which is what, going on to so this was right. So this has to be August 2016, going into September 2016. My mom and my sister went to Walmart in Kissimmee, Florida. My mother bumped into Nadine, and that's when they exchanged numbers. Then Nadine came to visit us at the Palm Hotel that me and my sister and mother was living in. And it's only the time when Nadine came the second time is where Nadine was behaving very rude towards us. But the first time, which was fall 2016, Nadine was very friendly, and also she was very friendly to us and her son. She said that I looked like someone in the family. We was talking. That's it. It wasn't until the second time that Nadine visited us with her son, which is February 2017, is when Nadine started behaving weird. But before Nadine came inside the Palm Hotel room, right? My mother said that someone's, that was it? Yeah, Nadine supposed to be coming to bring some food. So I asked my mom if Nadine is coming inside because last time when Nadine came inside the Palm Hotel, my mom said, "You better, tidy up, make it look like you're not, My mother wanted the place neat and spotless, right? Because she said that we have guests coming in, right? That's what she said to me and my sister. But this time, February 21st, 2020 or 21st of 2017, right? My mom doesn't tell me who's coming over. She doesn't really tell me exactly who's coming inside But then again, she tells me that Nadine is coming. So I said Nadine is coming inside, and then my mom, puts her index fingers in her ears, and then starts rambling. Oh, you must be retarded. You must be, you must be retarded. There's something wrong with your brain. I don't know what your father did to you. Something's wrong with your brain. Who, she started attacking me. It's quite weird. It's not looking too good. The way she behaved. Then Nadine came along, and said I told Nadine about the situation where I'm applying for a whole bunch of jobs and no one's hiring me, and I said the Hispanic people are discriminating against the other race groups, because it's only when you walk into Walmart, all you see is Hispanic people. They feel more comfortable working with their own kind of people. You know, it's ridiculous. How is it that a decent person like myself putting in for jobs, and I'm putting in for all the different hours, midnight, morning, afternoon, evening time, and they don't show even they're not even interested. They don't show any interest in hiring me. So I was telling Nadine about it. So I know that Nadine, right, before the February 2017, mm, fall 2016, and also December 2000, October. This going on from what, late September going to October and December. Na- uh, Nadine had invited my mom and my sister over, but I didn't go. I didn't show up. It wasn't until June or July is when my mom started telling me, right, that I don't want Nadine to come, but because she said to me that I'm scared that Nadine is gonna talk about jobs to me, because she's telling me that I don't want to work, which is not true, because I applied for jobs. I have no reason to actually lie. I applied for jobs. What else? That's what I do. That's what I did at the time. I applied for the jobs. I applied for Home Depot. That my mom's friend Carolyn, she dropped me. Yeah, she drove me and my sister and my mom and also her granddaughter to Home Depot. We sat down. Her friend gave me her iPod, her iPad, and she had Home Depot website on her iPad. She said to apply. What apply? She wanted me to apply for a certain position because she said that her husband works at Home Depot. His name is Jeff, and he's gonna try to talk to the manager about me so I can work at Home Depot. That was what? Yeah, that was summer 2016. So that was before my mom. That was like what, June or July. That was before my mom ran into Nadine. So I'm just going based on how my mom gets the idea about the machines. That the machines bring me here to see the family. So my mom had a negative mentality. She not a mind, a mentality about me, turning into she had this not only a negative mind, she had a belief, right. She thinks this is true because she sees that I haven't been making any progress when it comes to getting any job. Then when she saw herself in this situation, right, and she learns that I'm telling the truth, right. What I mean is the way I'm situated, right, how I've been applying for jobs and no one showed interest in hiring me, and how the family just pop out of nowhere. I would say that it came unexpectedly. So that's when my mom, came to this conclusion that you know her son, which is me, is correct. That there is indeed a multi-agent quantum AI computer that governs the citizens, and that the citizens are not self-governed, and the program knows where the family lives. Like for example, there's so for example, you could be living in a different state, and you may run into your classmates. Probably you might look at an old a classmate that you haven't seen since what, high school, and they can be living there and they can help you. That's what the program does, you know. And people, they say, "Oh, that guy is lucky. He just ran into his friend, and that his friend said he's gonna buy him a house," or he just ran into his cousin, and his cousin said that his aunt, uh, you know, it passed away and left him some money, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, and he can actually be able to afford his own place. This the program not only knows where the family live, it knows how to make sure that people get into relationships, like partners, find partners. Oh, I met this person. I met my boyfriend or my girlfriend at a family party. We was talk we would talk about video games. She knows exactly what I like. We probably talk about Final Fantasy, the video games. She likes the RPG game. We talk about Grand Theft Auto. She likes action games. We talk about going to the park and jogging or walking our dogs. And not just walking. People can meet one another by walking their dogs. They could take them to the park every day and they see the same person. They say, "Wait, I know you. Hey, you used to go to that other park." And then, the one is male. One guy is the gentleman is a male, and the ladies is a female. The AI knows how to identify. That's what I mean. And it knows their age. Hey, this person is 26 years old. This other person is 29 years old. They meet a good match. Maybe we should go out for dinner sometimes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's a good idea. They don't bring up about, hey, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a husband, or do you have a wife? They don't bring that up in conversation. They already know. The programmer already knows the time and place when to allow these two human beings to start talking to one another, because they always meet up with one another, and they say, you know what, can you go out to eat sometimes. They get to know one another. That's how you build up. It knows that this is a good way to build up their relationship, so they can trust one another, right? And when they keep behaving that way, it gets them to actually want to live with one another. That's what I was telling my mom. I was telling my mom that she doesn't understand when my mom argues with me, right? And there's several videos where she argues with me, and I'm telling her that about the way this you know humanity is being situated, the way it's situated right now. And I told my mom about the jobs. I said, Mom, the Hispanic people are not going to want to hire me, because they want to hire their own kind of people. When you go to the Walmart, you see all Hispanic people. My mother told me, Andrew, did you know that a guy just you know came from Puerto Rico the other day, and he was able to get a job at the Waffle House? Could you believe that? And then he didn't want the job at the Waffle House. He got a job. He just went to Walmart and he got a job there. And you see, when the people when they speak the same language, bah, 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 that's how she talks. Bah, 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 bah. They want to help one another, but they see another race. They see another race. They don't want to help you. You help your own self. That's that what kind of messed up behavior is that? This makes me learn. She's giving me context about what's going on, and how would she know that? Because she talks to the person. That's why the gentleman, the Hispanic gentleman, he said that he came from Puerto Rico. He just came from Puerto Rico, and he's able to land a job at the Waffle House, and he's able to land a job at Walmart. But me, I put in for Walmart. I go to Walmart, right, and ask the employees for a job. They refer me to their computer, their personal computer, to apply for a job. They say go apply, and then I go there to apply again, and the computer's telling me that I've already applied. I can't apply again. The lady's telling me that I have to wait a few months in order for me to reapply. I'm like, what the hell kind of messed up? What kind of messed up stuff is that to say? That's what in my mind at the time, and saying that. Why would she even bring up that? Why can't she just say, "Hey, I can speak to the manager for you. Maybe they have a yeah. Maybe we can find an open position for you, and we can hire you at a spot. Are you good at doing the, doing? Are you good at stocking? Maybe you could stock the labels. Are you good at packing? Are you good at moving packages? They already judge me as soon as they see me. See me being African American and see me being Andrew. They see that I'm Andrew and they see that I'm African American. It matches. The multi-agent quantum AI computers already you know have me out of the then no, what I mean is it's a character. It's a character. My character and also the criteria that I don't meet the criteria. That's what I keep saying at the time. I don't meet that criteria because not only because of my race, it's also because of me, because of how my mind works, and that there are certain people who's there at the time, right? They meet the criteria because they're not only Hispanic, they all have the same mentality, and it feels the need. That's why I was telling my mom, I wanna when my mom was saying that to me, I'm like shocked. I didn't. That's why I stared at her. I stared at her with my face looking like in a way it's kind of scary how such a person at this age, she's 59 years old, and she's able to have a brain where this it tells me that the human brain does not developing. It continues to develop, right? At this age, I'm like, wow, she knows. My mom knows it. I was able to get my mom, my 59-year-old mom, to know that there's something going on here. That there's an anomaly with the way the family behave and the way we're situated. I was like shocked, and I wrote that on my notes. I was so shocked. If you read my notes, you would see how I reacted. The notes, and I used to show my notes on here, but I stopped. I was so shocked to hear my mom say that. Did the Andrew? Did the machines bring me here to see my family? And then and not just that, she gave me a good explanation why she's thinking that way, because it make it look like it makes the family thinks that I planned myself here to see Jose at her funeral, but I didn't go to her funeral, so they were asking for me, where's Andrew? So my mom said, you did that on purpose. You didn't go to the funeral. I didn't go to Jose's funeral. Yeah, I didn't go to Jose funeral. My mom said that she said to me, that I'm correct, that there is something going on here, that there's machines, or you could say supercomputers, actually putting us in a situation. Of course, I didn't go. One of the reasons why, I just didn't feel right going. I didn't feel right. I told my mom to avoid coming to New York City. That's the way I am as a human being. I avoided it, knowing the situation. I already knew that the program, wanted me in New York City. But yeah, I was so shocked that my mom remembers what I said, and I'm going based on how my mom thinks. So that's why I can use June or July of 2017. Oh, you think you just don't want Nadine here so she could talk about jobs? And then I told her about Nadine. Nadine just pop out of nowhere. She came unexpectedly. How is it that you ran into her two times? And it's not just Nadine. She ran into another family member at the Waffle House when she was working at the Waffle House back in January 2018. My mom said she met with her uncles. Yeah, with her uncle and her aunt. I think it was her uncle. Yeah, she ran into her uncle and she questioned her uncle. She said to her no, first she was talking to him like a stranger. Then she questions the uncle. She said, "Is your no?" She said, "Are you from Jamaica or are you from Antigua?" He said he's from Antigua, And then my mom questioned him about his last name. Is your last name Daniel? He said, yeah, my last name is Danielle. And they knew that's when they were able to bond. And my my uncle, supposed uncle at the time, supposed uncle, well, I'm not too sure. I wasn't too sure if my mom was trying to play around, but she was serious. She showed me the $20. God, she did get the 20 because my mom doesn't really make much money. She actually got $20, and that was actually my uncle. So I wrote it down. All right, that's definitely my uncle. That's what I was saying to myself. I'm just going based on how I think at the time and my mind. I say, yep, and I said that damn self-programmed mechanical terrorist. That's how I think about it. That damn it. You see how it manages, you know, manages the citizens. Management. This is the way. This is what happens when the citizens can't govern themselves. I didn't, and I didn't go to it, and it's making me look bad. Not just that, my mom ended up passing away on January 29, 2022, and I didn't go to her funeral. The family's gonna think, hey, he didn't go to Jose's funeral back in April 2017. Why he didn't go to his own mom's funeral? And puts me in a situation where I'm busy with my research paper and also my exam, and my class what ends the 22nd, and I only started with what 3 or 4 pages, and I need 14 pages. Oh my god, I was like, what the hell is going on? 14 pages. And I said, "Oh shish! Again. This is a run back from December, the first week of December 2021. I just did three research papers, 10 pages, 14 pages, 10 pages. Why I had to go through this again? I'm doing a run back, but this time my mom can't help me with my schoolwork. I had to do it myself. I'm like, oh man, this damn mechanical damn terrorist. It's so annoying. The way it puts me in this situation is ridiculous. I told my mom I don't want to come back to New York City. All right, I don't want to deal with it. New York City is one of the worst places. This is bad. This place is bad, extremely bad for my health. When I was in Florida, I was energetic. That's what I told my father. The only problem I had was with my left testicle because the program made me hit my left testicle back in what September, September 16 or 17 of 2014, and I ended up getting a dream about hitting my left testicle. Yeah, my father, I don't know if I can actually, tell my father and like really you know, articulate how I was put in a situation where I received a dream about my left testicle and then I end up hitting my left testicle. I can't, really make my father understand that because he may actually say, "Hey, this guy's not talking right. He's talking silly." All right, so I have class 8 o'clock in the morning. Thanks for watching. Um, it would be more videos that I'm gonna upload. Um, I know I have classes. I have a whole bunch of classes, so I don't know. And also I had to juggle with the classes and this situation. It's a mess. Oh my gosh, this damn mechanical terrace. Ah man, it's so annoying. Just being put in this situation is not healthy. Thanks for watching.